This next topic will be about William Shakespeare, the man from Stratford, as a writer, and the proof that we have to go along with it. Most of this information will be taken from Shakespeare Beyond Doubt, ? It's based on the book by pretty much the same name, Shakespeare Beyond Doubt, except it would be published by the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust, and this is the one by the Authorship Coalition, and they added the ? Very important change. So, to begin, what proof do we have that William Shakespeare was a writer? We have no evidence that he even owned a pen, really. So Diana Price, in her book Shakespeare Unorthodox Biography, she made an excellent chart categorizing 25 different writers in the Elizabethan era: Ben Jonson, Christopher Marlowe, Thomas Kidd, and even our friend William Shakespeare is there. And basically she explains that writers of this time have evidence. It's not that it was so long ago, like 400 years ago is such a long time that we just don't have any evidence. No, in this chart you can clearly see that there are at least 3 different pieces of evidence pointing towards writers being writers. You can see that almost all have handwritten letters available, patron relationships, even evidence of having an education. 24 of these 25 writers have some evidence that proves that they are poets or playwrights or authors. William Shakespeare has 0 pieces of evidence. But what we do have, which we don't have for everybody, is we have William Shakespeare's will, his real will. Surely you can guess that there must be some evidence of maybe he has a book or even a dictionary. Well, that's wrong. There is no evidence in his will, the insight to his life, that he was a writer. So there are no mention of books. He didn't leave behind any books to his wife or his children when he died. He didn't even want them to be donated. There's just not even the word book is mentioned in his will. Furniture wasn't even left behind that was associated with books or writing. He didn't even own a desk that he left behind. No musical instruments, no mention of maps, and I mean, surely there must be something intellectual like that, seeing as he wrote all these plays in all these different places. The only thing pointing to his life in this field is that he left 3 actors from the Globe some money to buy rings after he passed. And this was even added as an afterthought. It was written above lines as an addition to his original will. Other than that, nothing mentioned the Globe Theatre in his will. What we have is basic language, nothing poetic. He didn't add anything indicating his plays or anything indicating love or life or even life after death. Just plain, basic, legal language. He left some money to his daughter Judith, and he gave Susanna most of his property and his real estate. The only thing he left to his wife, Anne Hathaway, was his second best bed with some furniture. Now, I mean, this is the man who wrote Romeo and Juliet, probably one of the greatest love stories in the English language of all time, and he left his wife his second best bed. I'll leave that alone. Surely the greatest romantic in the world. So this, along with 3 different signatures, which in the book you can see, so this, 3 different signatures in his will, and that is your William Shakespeare. That was the greatest playwright in the English language. Not poetic, not a literary mind, Not even a romantic, just formal and dull.